Our next story we call When the Robot Burns the Toast, a review and commentary on Toyota Research Institute's in-home robots, as seen through TRI's Robotics Virtual Open House. Everything is online these days, from events to corporate meetings to product demos. Toyota Research Institute offered one, a 36-minute robotics virtual open house, which put on display what Toyota is doing with kitchen robotics for the elderly and handicapped. Truthfully, I was disappointed. Now, I was coming at the open house with a gigantic bias. I'm a caregiver for elderly parents. Well, I was a caregiver until my mother and father passed. But for a long while, I was like the 48 million other caregivers in the United States who toil in the aid of a family member. Free services that the U.S. government says equal $480 billion annually. The video is on the website, so you should check it out. My heart goes out to all the other caregivers anywhere in the world. It's a tough, exhausting, unrelenting job. My caregiver workday, before my paid workday, began at 7 a.m. daily in my parents' kitchen, with my father suffering from Alzheimer's and my mother from end-stage Parkinson's. At the TRI online tour, Toyota's kitchen was pretty thin on tools to help the elderly and handicapped. I fully understand that from CEO Gil Pratt down, Toyota is staffed by caring and brilliant engineers who sincerely want to create the robotics that will make for better lives for all the needy ones. But looking at TRI's kitchen with a huge, awkward-looking robot moving around in it, I said to myself, what are they thinking? All my elderly parents needed was a coffee maker, microwave, toaster, refrigerator, and please help me get to the bathroom. That's it. All else can be handled. With some effort, but it can all be handled. Washing clothes. We don't need a robot. Forget it. Pile the dirty laundry in a bag, have it picked up, washed, folded, and returned. Our year-long contract isn't going to break the bank. Dishwasher isn't necessary either. Elderly use very few dishes daily to make starting the dishwasher worthwhile. Besides, hand-washing a few things daily is good exercise for an old person's hands, fingers, arms, and wrists. Stovetop. Forget it as well. Way too risky. Have family members over on the weekend to prepare a week's worth of meals for the microwave. TRI's website says that they are developing robotics capabilities to amplify and augment human abilities. I didn't see it. TRI says it interviewed lots of elderly and handicapped people to glean ideas and needs. Again, I didn't see it realized in any tech gear beyond a gawky-looking giant robot. Another obvious thing that looks like it might have been overlooked was input from kitchen appliance makers. They're the experts in the space. I think a meetup between TRI's engineers and those from, say, GE Appliances should be in order, if it hasn't happened already. GE has an awesome new line of refrigerators which might be capable of automation for elderly and handicapped. After screening the video and reflecting on what I had witnessed, it dawned on me that TRI is not alone in what I perceived as missteps in trying to build robotics capabilities to amplify and augment the diminished capabilities of the elderly and the handicapped. Look around the internet, and it's hard to find any home robots, other than vacuum cleaners, that I'd feel safe leaving with my parents. Plus, what's the robot's reaction when it makes a mistake? Lots of things go awry in a kitchen, like dropping a glass and breaking it, or burning the toast. Will the TRI robot just ride over the broken glass all day? Or butter burnt toast? Fresh ideas are needed, or maybe old ideas revisited. Anyone remember Herb? In 2012, Carnegie Mellon developed Herb, Home Exploring Robot Butler, which was a bimanual mobile manipulator comprised of two awesome Barrett Wham arms on a Segway base, equipped with a suite of image and range sensors. Seems primitive today, but Herb worked well. Herb was talented in the kitchen. It could prepare a dinner in a microwave. One thing is for sure, the world is going gray fast, especially in Toyota's homeland, where half the population will be 65 or over by 2050. Japan is looking at a future shortfall of over 300,000 caregivers. The number of Americans ages 65 and older will be more than double to 80 million by 2040. Obviously, there's a need in a massively growing market that's going exponential in this demographic. Just maybe, The need is larger than any single company's ability to develop the tech and to build it on its own. What's needed, you might want to call elderly infrastructure. That word is popular today. Elderly infrastructure to be built kitchen by kitchen around the world. Here's a suggestion. Just maybe such a massive project as this, elderly infrastructure, needs its own CERN. Like the massive world-renowned European Organization for Nuclear Research known as CERN in Switzerland. Get all the TRIs of the world together under one roof and solve the problem collectively. A global organization for elderly and robotics R&D. Something to think about. In the meantime, if we can, we'd better all stay young for a long while.